Hi girls, this is how you make a clipping mask. So in Photoshop, obviously you need to make a new document first by going File, New. I've already made mine, but obviously calling it something logical like Development 3 or Clipping Mask, Poster or something. Saving it somewhere logical afterwards. International Paper, A4, 300, then pressing OK. And that will make your document the correct size. Now I've already prepared this, so I've already got my my text and my image, but if you've forgotten how to put these on this document, you can do it two different ways. You can either go File, Open, and just open your document, so just that picture. Okay, so up here you can see that it's opened it in a separate image. If you look up at the top of the bar, you click and drag and pull that down, it actually takes it off, and you can click on this image, drag it onto there, and it places it on. So that's one way of doing it. The next is by going File, Place Embedded, and that will actually place the file inside the document. Let's go OK, I just want that one. Enter to set it, and there it is. And over here you can see they're all on separate layers. So that's two different ways of doing that. Now the first thing you need to do is obviously resize it. So again, it's just the old Command T or Control T. And remember, always scroll from the corner so you don't lose your proportions. Once you've got it the size you want, you push Enter. And exactly the same thing with the text, Control T. That's a free transform tool. Okay, so obviously what I need to do is select this text so I can later on put the image inside of it. So I'm on this layer and I go up to the magic wand tool. Now sometimes tools hide behind other tools. You'll notice, for example, with the paint bucket tool, sometimes it's just the gradient tool, so you've got to actually click on it and it will come up. So it's just like the quick select tool. If it's there, you have to hold down it down to get to the magic wand tool. Okay, so I'm on my top layer and I want to get rid of that background, so I'm just going to click on it and delete. But also I need to get rid of all the spaces in between. So I'm just going to hold down Shift, and I may need to zoom in. Now you can just do it with your mouse, but if you don't have a trackpad or a mouse like that, you can use this tool here and zoom in. If you want to zoom out, you hold the Alt or Option key and it becomes a minus. You let go, it becomes a plus again. So I still want to add more to the selection, so I have to go back to the magic wand tool. Again, pushing down Shift because I want to add things to it. And I want to add these spaces. Like that. I'm going to zoom out now. Now what I've actually done is I've selected the area around the text instead of the actual inside. So I need to go up to Select and Inverse. Okay, so now you can see the magic ants have disappeared around the edge and they're just around these things here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a new layer and I'm going to make this white by making sure that that's white on top. If you've got a random color in there, you can just double click on it and change the color, or you can just click that and it resets it. To move those around, you click it like that, this option here. Now you want the color you want to use to be on the top, so that's white. Now I'm going to use the paint bucket tool and I'm going to click inside. Now you'll notice that if I deselect by going Command D, that I've actually still got this other layer here. but I don't actually need that anymore, so I'm just going to delete that now. Or I'll just push this button to indicate that it's not visible anymore, and I'll move this back. Okay, so I don't actually need this section down here because it doesn't quite work. So I'm going to select this rectangle marquee tool. Just going to quickly drag over this area and double check that I'm on the right layer and delete it. Now I want to deselect it, so I'm pushing Command D and I'm going to reposition it. Okay, so here I've got my text layer, it's one shape, and here I've got my image. Now what I need to do is I need to put that image on top of that layer so that it's literally right next to each other, and then right click and go create clipping mask. So what that actually does is puts that image inside that shape, and you can still go Control T and move that shape around and resize it if need be. Obviously once you've resized it, again pushing enter to finish the free transform option. Now if you want to move these around, you have to, if you want to keep them together, you have to hold down shift and select both layers to keep them together. See how they won't move anymore. So yeah, that's how you make a clipping mask. Good luck.